Hello friends, I'm Dr. from DBMCI, Great Institute, Bangalore. I have the privilege of two toppers with me. Both of them are from Bangalore Medical College. Please introduce yourself and tell about your ranks.
I'm Aishwarya, I'm from BMC. I got PGI Rank 9.
My name is Krishna, I'm also from BMCI. I got rank 11 in AIIMS.
Wonderful. So huge congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what I think all of us want to know is how you prepared. When did you start your preparation? When did you start actually for PG entrance?
For PG entrance, the day Bhatya started, that is the day I decided that I'm going to start reading from today.
So when you started the classes here, the first orientation day? Okay.
Our first class was radio, so on that day I started.
Okay. So when you started preparing, like every class, after the class gets over, before the next class starts, what was your plan and how you?
My first plan was to finish the notes because without the notes nothing is possible. So
okay, so you read the class notes the moment the class used to get over, and how much time it used to take depending on the subject?
Depending on the subject. Short subjects, usually the first reading used to take 1 or 1.5 days.
Okay.
But then, depending on the subject. Then after that, I used to solve as many MCQs
as possible. And were you adding anything in your class notes?
Yes. If something was missing.
Was it a lot that you need to add?
Not a lot.
Minor points. Okay, great. How about you?
Yeah, actually the same case. I did not bother much about entrances during internship. But immediately after internship, I knew I had to buckle down, and so I talked to my friends, my seniors, and then of course when the course began, I knew that was it. I had to buckle down now. Of course, the orientation class with AIIMS right at the beginning sets you on the right track. It provides you with the overall outlook of how to approach for the exams. So as and when the classes were happening, I made it a prerogative to immediately finish the subject before the next subject. Of course, it was not possible all the times with all the subjects, especially the major ones like surgery, but we knew that we will eventually get time to do everything. So I kept it pretty basic, do the notes, solve the MCQs, and try to get an overall idea of how other subjects might also come into the subject, because finally on the exam day it's like a question need not be to a particular subject. So in that way, as and when more subjects used to be done, it used to help me integrate everything into one giant amalgam of knowledge.
I think that's the trick over here, isn't it? To integrate all the subjects.
Definitely.
It's one single subject. So you start connecting up all the subjects with one another, and then that helps you learning and help you remember also.
Especially final year subjects, it's already a combination of your second year subjects and everything. So that way, as and when, you should not worry about like individual subjects, how they are going. Once you keep doing more subjects, definitely you will get to know it.
Like how were you preparing? Were you studying alone, or you had a group of friends?
I studied alone at home, definitely. But also, this is a very important point that Sir brought up. It's very important to have a peer group who is constantly, stimulating you, and you are stimulating them. So I definitely was, part of small WhatsApp groups with my classmates from, not only just BMC, even my other classmates from other colleges. So the doubts we ask them, the doubts they ask us. Even if you read something maybe a few times, you might forget it. But if you solve someone's doubt, or if someone solves your doubt, that definitely stays in your mind, and you will never forget it.
Sure. So, how about you? Were you studying alone?
Yeah, I was studying alone because everyone's pace is different. I was comfortable studying on my own, but yeah, we had a WhatsApp group of friends who used to ask doubts and clear it.
Great. So I think BMC has been doing quite well in the last so many years.
Definitely.
It's getting single-digit ranks everywhere, and I think most of the departments, almost every institute, we have somebody from BMC. Yeah. So in all these subjects, any particular subject that you thought would be a problem for you when you go for revision?
Particularly the big subjects like surgery and medicine, but with the notes, and
it was
solvable, and you need to know what you have to study, because even during revision you cannot sit and study everything. So when you solve MCQs, you know what topics are asked the most, so those points you need to keep on revising again.
So your revision class was just the notes, just revise the notes.
Yeah, because first revision of the notes was like after the class first reading, and my plan was after all the classes get over, revise the notes at least twice, because each time you read the notes, you learn something new from them again and again. So, and when you realize that most of the MCQs are solvable from the notes.
How about you? Your plan was just revise the notes.
Revise the notes, because what important thing we should know is like the medical field itself is a very huge, a very vast subject. It's impossible to know everything by any single person. So what the notes actually cover are the most important points. They not only help you solve direct MCQs like from the notes itself, but the trick is you should also be able to solve the questions that are not from the notes or not from the material you read. And this obviously you will get from notes, because out of 4 options for that matter, you, even if you don't know what the correct answer is, you know at least what is not the answer, and that is because of what you have read so far in the notes and what you have heard in the class. So that is what is really makes the difference between securing a certain rank and securing a higher rank. So that way, even if you're not getting direct questions from the notes, they will definitely help you in ruling out options, and you will arrive at the answer even though you have never even read about that topic particularly.
So I think the time-tested method is to make good notes and to revise them properly.
Definitely.
And I think to get good notes, you need to have a very experienced set of faculty giving you a very conceptual approach. So in that sense, how satisfied were you with the faculties who were here and who were giving you those notes?
Bhatia faculty, I should tell you, they are the best faculty in the country. You should have no doubt in trusting whatever they say in class, because even if you look up your standard books, it will have the same thing, because they are telling you from the standard books. So they have done extensive research in whatever they are telling you in class, so there was no like second guessing whatever they have told. And once again, when it comes to revision, you will again stick to notes, because that is all you need. Even if you have added stuff from the MCQs, well and good, but if you stick to that, you will definitely cover everything that you possibly could need. Because
in your UG days, how were you? Were you both were toppers in the class? Or
no, not exactly.
No, average.
Have you read Harrison's?
Harrison, I just read the, we had the 4 important systems in the final year.
So selected
So
topics.
a selected topics, definitely, because it's a very good book to read, but you will get lost in the entire sea of knowledge that is there.
True.
And it's not like anything
It's essential.
It's
Not
not.
essential.
It's not that I've read something from there and it has stayed with me all these years. Definitely, like you get the concept once and that will stay.
The most important topics which are helpful even in the clinicals.
Okay. So during your last 2 months, what percentage of your time were you doing questions? Were you constantly doing MCQs also, or just your
doing
notes?
both. MCQs
also.
yeah. Like if I used to study 10 hours, then 6 hours was notes and 4 hours was
MCQs. So about 40% of your time you were doing questions. How about you?
Mine was more of a, I didn't like set myself particular times, but I knew that I obviously had to do both. What I did again was, even during my general preparation and revision, after the subject is done, I would definitely solve questions regarding that. Even during revision, I did the notes reading, and I did the tests available on Bhatia app itself, which really again summarized the entire reading part. So even if like me, some people might not be able to every day do 8 hours reading, 2 hours questions or anything like that. Even I couldn't do that. So I just made sure that every 2-3 days I was doing either a complete subject test or a grand test, or just have to keep in touch with solving questions and applying whatever you have read in the notes.
Okay. Were you reading all the explanations or only the mistakes that you made on? How was it?
Initially I had time to go through almost all the questions, but definitely by the time September, October comes around, you need to optimize how you use your time, because at that point, once you have read everything, you start to realize that questions are coming on the same concept, or directly the same questions are coming. So you did not really stick around to reading the entire thing. Once you have from that topic you're able to solve most of the questions, I think that should be enough, because again you can't really focus on one topic or one subject too much for that matter. You have to have a balanced approach, because definitely there will be questions that you will never be able to solve from every subject. So you have to have a balance, you don't need to know everything.
So I feel over the years the competition is becoming more and more tougher.
Definitely.
And it's almost 2 decades that I've been teaching now. And in so many years I've realized that the awareness now is more, the knowledge base is more, the resources the students have. There are so many now through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through classes, through their friends. Like they're surrounded by so much data and all that. And I think the competition is becoming more and more difficult over the years. But still, I think following some basic things, people are able to achieve great results. So, not to do something extraordinary, it's just the basic stuff. You just need to go through your basics. You should have your first year, second year subjects very good. You should have proper notes. You should be attentive in the class. So, I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that.
How does it feel for you both? I mean, getting such great ranks. Imagine thousands of people giving competition and so many colleges in India, and so many people have read so well. So amongst them, if you have to get such good ranks, it's really amazing.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Like even I was shocked when I saw my 6th rank.
Great.
Yeah, like I also did not have the confidence of getting such a rank, especially after the exam. You come out and you discuss with your friends and all the small mistakes that you made, the things that you missed. But by the grace of everyone.
How many questions did you attempt?
In AIIMS, I attempted 190 out of 200.
190. And in PGI, were you able to attempt all the questions?
Yeah, I was able to go through all the questions once.
Okay.
There was a shortage of time, but for the last few questions, what I felt was the right answer and I was sure of it, I marked only those.
Okay. Oh, no, you didn't take much of guesses.
No, much of guesses.
But still you feel about 50% of the choices were the answers?
Yes.
Okay. So, any particular advice for PGI, what students really must do? I think they should read the previous year papers.
Yeah, they should.
Did you read the previous year papers?
Not really. I rely mostly on the notes and what they
class
asked.
Notes.
Yeah, class notes. What they asked was basics, so
yeah.
I was able to solve from the class notes.
Somehow from our institute, I think every year we are able to get so many people into PGI. I think the notes should be the benchmark for it.
Yes.
I mean, they just need to revise those.
You have to just revise the notes, be pakka with whatever you have to study before.
And how was your experience like in the AIIMS questions? How did you find the quality of questions? And
the AIIMS exam this time was, I personally felt the questions were really good because once you do a lot of mocks, you start realizing that in mocks especially, once you're done with a certain number of questions, beyond that every question seems wild or weird or unheard of. But when it comes to the final exam, they make really good questions, and what really helps knowing is that even if you have not directly known about that particular topic, the clues in the questions and how it's framed, you will definitely be able to rule out options. So it just narrows down to, even among the options, the known topics will definitely be there in the options. So if you rule out those topics, the answer will manifest itself among the options itself. So even regarding exam strategy, even if you are not directly able to get to know answers in the first round, you should always stay calm and come back to it again. You will realize that you know something about the other options at least. So that way, if you rule out options, that's the best approach to answering any question for that matter.
So, what faculties were you really impressed with over here?
First of all, you, sir.
Yeah.
Your orientation class was the one which motivated us, which made us realize that even we can do it. And yeah, all the faculties were really good, especially Dr. Aishwarya sir for anatomy and Ashish sir. Saurabh Bhatia sir, pharmacology, was really loved pharmacology after his class.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jainendra sir, surgery.
She named all my favorites already. Yeah, but definitely the team at Bhatia really puts a lot of effort into getting the right faculty for their classes. So like she said, Dr. Jainendra sir, Saurabh sir, Ashish sir, Ashwini sir, Tamim sir, Praveen sir. I mean, if I'll just end up naming 19.
Almost all of them perform up to the standards.
Definitely. Okay. Rajat sir.
So I think we do have the best team of faculties and the best notes. Any particular advice you would like to tell the next batch of students who are going to be preparing? And before that, how do you handle image-based questions? How was the vibe sessions and all that?
Yeah, vibes helped us. They have started asking new image based question. So we were trained in such a way that we have to see even image based question, not just the MCQs. So in class we were shown, along with the theory part, we were shown the images.
And
so,
even the vibe session.
Yeah, even in vibe session.
Vibe is not just about like images, I feel, because the timing that vibe comes around at the end of September, early October, plus the content that is covered, it's like all your classes are done by vibe, and then you attend vibe. It just in 4-5 days you get another entire outlook of all the subjects, all the important topics in 4-5 days, which is coming at the right time when you have already done all the 19 subjects. So that's like a shift from doing individual subjects, and then you cover all the subjects in 4-5 days once, and then you start off your revision immediately after that. I mean, it's like the perfect setup to transition from doing individual subjects to your revision. And now, I mean, you would have heard that there are video-based questions in AIIMS. So, I mean, it makes it a really important thing to...
So they are trying to test, I think, somebody who's joined MBBS from their first year to final year, how well that person has really, how good a student he was.
Definitely, sir.
So it's not just testing one aspect, they are really opening it up.
Both clinicals and...
True, clinicals, their video, I mean, videos basically your clinical approach should be very good. Should work in a hospital.
That way, I think juniors who are like listening to this should, really not just think that their MBBS is just for MBBS passing sake. You should already, in the back of your mind, you should also know that this is what is going to help you in your entrance preparation also.
True. So, both of you attended any other coaching apart from...
I started on March 31st in Bhatia.
No coaching
November 18th was my AIIMS exam. Did not have to...
Amazing, the only exam you wrote. And you didn't write the NEET exam last year, right?
I did not write the NEET exam last year because I did not get the...
So just one exam and you're out of it. Wow. And how about you?
I had joined AIIMS when I was in MBBS, but my real preparation started after my internship.
Okay. And how was your NEET rank last time?
It was 32,000 and
that's a real motivation to the youngsters, don't you think?
Yeah.
From 32,000 to coming to 6th rank.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. How are you doing in the class test and all that?
Class test, initially I wasn't doing that well. I used to come in 60s, but then I started motivating myself. I can do it, so it was almost in the top 10.
Great. So I think in our classes, if you're in top 10.
Exactly, like Tamim sir said, right, on the orientation day, obviously at the beginning you won't know where you stand in the country. So what, like he said, exact words which I'm quoting are, you try to keep up in the first page of the rank list announced in the class test. Rest assured you will be in the first page of any entrance exam result.
The competition is heavy, don't you think?
Yes, definitely.
All your batchmates, your BMCI classmates itself, many of them have done so well, and
we strive in motivating each other. It's a very healthy competition.
So very proud of both of you. I hope you do very well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So good luck. Any final words to your juniors?
Just believe in yourself and stay away from negative people, and you can do it.
And just do basic.
Yeah, just
read the
stick
class
to basic notes.
Yeah, just the class notes, and no need to go too much into hi-fi stuff.
Yeah, because you can't remember everything.
Yeah.
You keep on adding stuff to your notes, it's useless.
Yeah.
Just add what you can remember and what you have understood.
True.
Keep it simple. You do not need to know everything because nobody knows everything. You just need to know enough, be smart, study smart, and listen to whatever advice you get in class.
Thank you.
Thank you,
both
sir.
of you.